Genesis chapter 7, verses 2. Take with you 7 pairs of every kind of clean animal, a male and its mate, and 1 pair of every kind of unclean animal, and male and its mate, and also 7 pairs of every kind of bird, male and female, to keep their various kinds alive throughout the earth. 4. 7 days from now I will send rain on the earth for 40 days and 40 nights, and I will wipe from the face of the earth every living creature I have made. 5. And Noah did all that the Lord commanded him. 8. Pairs of clean and unclean animals, of birds and of all creatures that move along the ground. 15. Pairs of all creatures that have the breath of the life in them came to Noah and entered the ark. 16. The animals going in were male and female of every living thing, as God had commanded Noah. Then the Lord shut him in. 19. They rose greatly on the earth, and all the high mountains under the entire heavens were covered. 21. Every living thing that moved on land perished: birds, livestock, wild animals, all the creatures that swarm over the earth, and all the mankind. 23. Every living thing on the face of the earth was wiped out: people and animals, and the creatures that move along the ground, and the birds were wiped from the earth. Only Noah was left, and those with him in the ark. Genesis chapter 8. 1. But God remembered Noah and all the wild animals and the livestock that were with him in the ark. And he sent a wind over the earth, and the waters receded. 7. And sent out a raven, and it kept flying back and forth until the water had dried up from the earth. Then he sent out a dove to see if the water had receded from the surface of the ground. 9. But the dove could find nowhere to perch, because there was water over all the surface of the earth. So it returned to Noah in the ark. He reached out his hand and took the dove and brought it back to himself in the ark. 11. When the dove returned to him in the evening, there in its beak was a freshly plucked olive leaf. Then Noah knew that the water had receded from the earth. 17. Bring out every kind of living creature that is with you, the birds, the animals, and all the creatures that move along the ground, so they can multiply on the earth and be fruitful and increase in number on it. 20. Then Noah built an altar to the Lord, and taking some of all the clean animals and clean birds, he sacrificed burnt offerings on it. 21. The Lord smelled the pleasing aroma and said in his heart, Never again will I curse the ground because of humans, even though every inclination of the human heart is evil from childhood, and never again will I destroy all living creatures as I have done. 22. As long as the earth endures, seed time and harvest, cold and heat, summer and winter, day and night will never cease. Genesis chapter 9, 1. Then God blessed Noah and his sons, saying to them, Be fruitful and increase in number and fill the earth. 2. The fear and dread of you will fall on all the beasts of the earth, and on all the birds in the sky, on every creature that moves along the ground, and on all the fish in the sea. They are given into your hands. 3. Everything that lives and moves about will be food for you. Just as I give you the green plants, I now give you everything. 5. And for your lifeblood, I will surely demand an accounting. I will demand an accounting from every animal and from each human being too. I will demand an accounting for the life of another human being. 6. Whoever sheds human blood, by humans shall their blood be shed. For in the image of God has God made mankind. 7. As for you, be fruitful and increase in number. Multiply on the earth and increase upon it. 11. I establish my covenant with you. Never again will all life be destroyed by the waters of a flood. Never again will there be a flood to destroy the earth. 14. Whenever I bring clouds over the earth and the rainbow appears in the clouds. 15. I will remember my covenant between me and you and all living creatures of every kind. Never again will the waters become a flood to destroy all life. 16. Whenever the rainbow appears in the clouds, I will see it and remember the everlasting covenant between God and all living creatures of every kind on the earth. Find out the real God and words of God and complete the above mentioned chapters to know more. Minimum of 199 religions on earth of man-made fakes and one original God of heaven. Find out the original God and his real words.